Sometimes there's films that just rip your heart out and others that make you feel passionate, hopeful, while at the same time still making you feel a little bit sick down there, but for all good things by the end of the movie. That's what this one does. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to a brand new movie review. I can finally talk about this. This movie's finally coming out this weekend, wide release, and that is Just Mercy. This stars the likes of Brie Larson, Michael B. Jordan, Jamie Foxx, and Tim Blake Nelson, but it's also directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, and it's about a world-renowned civil rights defense attorney, Bryan Stevenson, who works to free a wrongly condemned death row prisoner. Now, this is a movie I've definitely been looking forward to. Again, the cast and crew has me all on board, and really this comes down to because the director of this, who directed films like Short Term 12, a very underrated masterpiece, and another film, Glass Castle, which I thought was pretty underrated as well. Now, when it comes down to this though, some of the buzz about this movie wasn't the strongest, but I have to say, I think you're crazy if you didn't like this movie. Before we get any further into this review, guys, if you guys are new here, consider hitting that like and subscribe button right down there. Give it a smack, hit it down there. Make sure to comment down below and let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this film. Did you guys like it? Did you hate it? Let's discuss it down below. Like I've already stated, I was really much looking forward to this film because of Destin. One of the big reasons I've already mentioned, he made Short Term 12, he made Glass Castle, but he's also going to be directing the future Marvel film Shang-Chi, which I'm already calling it. That film's going to be flipping awesome. But we're talking about Just Mercy. And I think the reason for this film, and I've seen a lot of critics talking how this movie is very superficial. You know where it's going. You can follow the beats, plot for plot. And while, yes, many films are like that, and I've definitely seen films like this before, the difference with this one is the cast, crew, all aboard on this. Makes me want to start with Cretton's direction in here. Now, that's one of the things he's always very strong with, whether it's Short Term 12 or Glass Castle, and even in this one, it is very much his direction. The way that he's able to bring about all the emotions without hitting you in the head too hard or pushing you in your face, he subtly is able to build over a world and story that makes you feel like you're truly there with these characters and able to fall into their footsteps and feel everything that they are feeling. He's such an impactful director in that, and something that not many directors can do. Some can try, and many fantastic directors are able to do it, but there's always that subtle stamp of approval that when a director has his stamp, his style in place, that is what Cretton is able to do. He has his style, and you can feel it throughout this film, to where if you're watching this, it doesn't feel like a superficial play-by-play film that you've seen before. You can be like, hey, this kind of feels like a Cretton film, and I think years down the road, once he has many films on his filmography, we're going to be saying that and looking back at Just Mercy as one of those. And of course, with this cast, you got to mention them as well. Brie Larson brings her subtle charm that she's brought to every single one of these roles, and she's one of the best actresses out there. She's able to give these subtle performances while at the same time not going too bombastic. I love what she's able to do in Just Mercy. It harkens back to what she did in Glass Castle and as the same in Short Term 12, but I love what she's able to bring in here and the way that she is an assistant but also best friend to Michael B. Jordan's character Ray Stevenson, who again, Michael B. Jordan, I will praise this all day long. He is one of the best working young actors working today. You have Creed, which stole our great hearts and showed how great he was, filling into the footsteps of Rocky. Then you got him in Killmonger, making him one of the best villains of the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. Then you have Fruitvale Station, which is one of the, if you look at best performances of the last decade, it is in the top 25 definitely, and one of the best films of the last decade. I love him in those, and I think this is one of those movies that he's able to even bring more emotion and more passion to this. You truly feel like this is something that he is passionate about, and while something I will give him as an actor is that I haven't been able to see him like chameleonize himself into a role yet, to where every time I see him I'm like, hey, it's Michael B. Jordan. I hope that the next film he gets, he's able to change maybe his appearance and look just a bit different, lose weight, gain weight, whatever you want to say it is. I know he's been able to do it for other movies, but I'm curious to see if he can go to those lengths. That's not a knock on him in this film. It's just something that I want to see for the future of his career. But really, let's talk about the two big performances in here, truly, that were the showstoppers. That's Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx is fantastic in here, and I mean, bar none, excellent, and one of the best supporting acting performances of this year. He brings a lot, I mean a lot of grit and grittiness to this role of this death row inmate who is completely in the false. He didn't do this. And you were able, the way that the story is parallel to where it's showing the stuff that Michael B. Jordan's doing and also the lives of death row inmates, it is very fascinating watching this movie play along and how its whole entirety is going along in those routes. But I do want to mention Tim Blake Nelson, who has had an excellent last couple of months, whether it's Watchmen and now Just Mercy. This guy is superb in Watchmen, but also, of course, in Just Mercy. I love the subtlety that he also brings to this role. And the way that his story kind of funnels in throughout this, and really what it means for our country and for prisons alike. I'll give you guys my final thoughts on Just Mercy. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe and comment down below. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this film. Are you guys excited about it? Are you not? Let's discuss it down below, guys. And of course, with a big thank you to you guys. You guys are seriously all the best. You guys support me every single week. And a major thank you to my Patreon supporters as well. Now, if you guys do want to see films early, though, make sure to head over to Sandwich on Films, because right down there we give out advanced movie screening tickets all the time. Just Mercy did hit me in the heart. It made me sick at times, but I left the theater feeling a little bit of hope while also having tears in my eyes. I'm so happy that I actually got time to sit on this movie and actually think about it more before filming this review, because while it has a lot of emotional impacts to it, it's a movie that the more you think about, the more you start to like. And I think it all goes down to Cretton's direction, which is superb. The cast in here is excellent, but really Jamie Foxx is fucking fantastic in here. And that guy should be getting an Oscar nomination. If he is not, it's going to be underrated. I'm not saying he should win, because it is a very much stacked year, but he should be getting an Oscar nomination. He's superb in this. I really much enjoyed Just Mercy. Yes, are some of these segments a little bit too superficial? Maybe you can kind of guess where the plot's going to go. Absolutely. But that didn't bother me at all, and it might bother some people, but whatever. Definitely one of the best films of 2019, so go check it out. So with all that said, I'm going to give Just Mercy a B+. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on Just Mercy. Did you guys like it? Did you hate it? Are you excited for it? Let's discuss it down below, guys. Thank you guys again for so much for all the support, and I'll make sure to catch you guys on the next movie review or the next video I do. So, of course, until next time, stay classy.